What's going on, you guys? Um, Today's video will be about what NFL trades I think should happen and what NFL trades I think were smart and I think were dumb on the team's part and on the organization as a whole to even decide to make that trade and how I think it went down. We're gonna start with what trades I think was dumb. And that is sending. Now, the Eagles are a big team name that's going around the internet and going around right now, especially after they traded away their former number 2 overall pick in Carson Wentz to the Indianapolis Colts for little to nothing, a 3rd round pick and a conditional 2nd round pick, which if Carson Wentz plays 70% of the snaps and makes the playoffs with the Colts, that would turn into a 1st round pick. Now, the Eagles were big losers in this one. Obviously, they traded away very good talent in Carson Wentz. Jalen Hurts, we're not too sure if he really is the man of the future for the Eagles or not. But good luck to you Eagles fans. I think you guys were big losers in that one. But, hey, that's none of my concern. Some trades that I think were smart on both sides. Obviously, the Lions and the Rams trade. The Rams come in at last second and just demolish it. As in, they demolished who was going to win. They had a plan from the get-go, and the Rams traded for a very talented 32-year-old Matthew Stafford, and in return, the Lions got Jared Goff and a couple of draft picks. I think that was a smart idea by both teams. Not only did Matthew Stafford get out of where he said he wanted to get out of, and that was the Detroit Lions. And obviously, when your quarterback is unhappy, the rest of the team is going to be unhappy because they don't have that oomph or that push the quarterback or the team leader normally gives them. And then I want to talk about trades that should happen. Like, these teams need to pick up the phone. They need to call people. They need to get rolling. These trades need to happen. So the first trade is, I want to say that Deshaun Watson should be traded to the Broncos. I know the Broncos ain't very much better than just Texans, but at least they don't trade away the talent. At least they don't do that. They don't trade away talent when they get it. They don't do it. And if you really think about it, the Broncos, Drew Lock, Courtland Sutton, Drew Lock is 25 years old, and he has won like 25% of his games. It's not a very good rating. He has a passer rating of 59%. He only completes 59% of his passes. 59. That is horrible. But then you got Deshaun Watson in Houston, who's begging Houston to trade him to another team. So, what are the Broncos waiting for? All those rumors about Deshaun Watson and the sexual misconduct and all this, they have no evidence. So, the Broncos, the Bears, the Jets, the Dolphins, 4 teams right there who need a quarterback. Deshaun Watson out of the AFC South. Get him the hell out of Houston. He wants out of Houston. He hates their organization. They're a very dysfunctional organization. He can't stand the owner. He don't like the head coach. I mean, it is what it is. Get him the hell out of the Houston Texans organization. Get him somewhere where he can settle down and be happy and not have to worry about all his talent that he had or has being traded away. And then a second trade that I think could very well happen. I mean, if this trade don't happen, then I don't know. But this trade right here, dude, everybody would go haywire because the Bears would immediately become Super Bowl contenders. I mean, they have the defense. All they need to do is straighten up that offensive line, get some better cornerbacks, free safeties, and middle linebackers, and you are set. You are set. Their defense, their front defensive line, Parvo. Perfection. Great. Good job. But they got that quarterback problem. Mitch Trubisky, they don't really know if he's going to be a good quarterback. They walked away from him. The Bills signed him. Now they have Nick Foles and Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton, who is not very smart, but can win you a couple of games. And Nick Foles, who has had injury problems the past 2 seasons. So, when you look at the Bears problem, you think, you got Andy Dalton, who is the ginger. Andy Dalton, the ginger. And you have Nick Foles, who is, injury prone. Yeah. That's great. That's a hell of a quarterback situation right there. You have Andy Dalton, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, and you have Nick Foles, Super Bowl 52 MVP. Wow. No. Nope. Not good. Injury prone and can't win. No. You can't take 2 quarterbacks who have the almost identical problems and try and change those problems. You can't take 2 quarterbacks who get injured almost every season and try and change that. Try and prevent them from getting injured. You can't do it. You can't take 2 quarterbacks that can't win a goddamn game if their life depended on it and change them and make them a Hall of Famer. You can't do it. Sure, back in the day in Andy Dalton's prime, he could win any game, any day, any time. But as of right now, Andy Dalton's one of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL. So just throw it out there. Andy Dalton is one of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL at this time. Sam Darnold. He's in New York. Don't look like New York's walking away from him. Jimmy Garoppolo has been rumored to be traded several times this offseason. Oh, will Jimmy G go back to the Patriots? Will he end up in Chicago? He ain't going nowhere. Now, I do know that the New York or the 49ers and the Miami Dolphins had a blockbuster trade. The Dolphins took the 49ers first round, their 12th pick, and the 49ers took their number 3 first round pick. So, what that means is that the 49ers obviously plan on drafting someone or drafting a quarterback in the first round. Does that mean they're going to walk away this year from Garoppolo? I don't see it happening because that's going to be a lot of dead cap. And once that dead cap hits, the 49ers might be a little screwed on cap space. And then you're going to have a situation like the Saints. Yeah. They went in all in 1 year. And now 2021, when the cap space is this big again, it's supposed to go up next year, but it's down a lot this year. And now you see the repercussions of going all in and why the Colts and so many other teams don't spend that much money in free agency. It's not because we don't have the money. We have the money to spend. It's because we can't afford to go all in 1 year and the next year be fucked and have to cut several, if not all, of our starters. Obviously, Drew Brees retired from the New Orleans Saints, so it really doesn't matter. But they still had to cut several starters and several backups and several people off their team because they didn't have cap space and they was over the cap space instead of under the cap space. Which really sucks if you're a Saints fan because Marshawn Lattimore, he was a good cornerback for you guys, and he's no longer there. So it's going to be a tough year for so many different teams, and I'm really hoping to see the Saints, still be that great, game day, last minute decision. Taysom Hill runs the football, Jameis Winston in there on 3rd and 1, 3rd and short. I just hope, they rotate. But I do believe now, since the Saints have extended Jameis Winston, I do think that Jameis Winston might be the Saints' next starting quarterback. But that's not my concern. And you don't want to go into cap hell, as Pat McAfee would say. You don't want to go into that situation. That situation is very, it's like when hell freezes over, which will be never because hell is too hot to freeze over. So in which you have to cut several of your starters. The Saints have done it. The 49ers have done it. The Packers have done it. I mean, you look at the Falcons and you think, oh, God, damn. Matt Ryan, he's getting paid a hell of a lot of money. But then you have the Packers. The Packers who just restructured Aaron Rodgers' contract. Just paid him an almost $7 million bonus. And now all of a sudden you're restructuring his contract so you can get rid of him sooner. Sooner rather than later, you want to get rid of your MVP quarterback and Aaron Rodgers. Why? Oh, Aaron Rodgers ain't got left in him. All Aaron Rodgers can do is choke away leads, and all Aaron Rodgers can do is choke away NFC Championship games. He'll never win another Super Bowl. It's all lies. First of all, he didn't choke away the 49er Packers at 49ers NFC Championship. He got demolished. Literally, the man got demolished. He had no other options but to take the beatings as they came. And the 49ers knew the Packers defense sucked against the run game, and they took full advantage. Full advantage. So, whether you or the Packers or anybody else believes differently, then don't restructure Aaron Rodgers just because you want to get rid of him sooner rather than later. Aaron Rodgers cannot control what goes down in the defensive coordinators with the defensive coordinator's defense. He can't control that. The 49ers went into that game knowing the Packers had trouble stopping the run game. What were the 49ers most known for in 2019? Ground and pound. That's what the 49ers were in 2019. Ground and pound. 2020, Bucks at Packers. Brady, Rodgers, Brady. Brady threw 3 picks in the second half. In the second half alone, he threw 3 picks. But the Packers' offensive line failed to protect and failed to deliver and block on running downs, on passing downs. I mean, they just failed to deliver time in and time out. They failed to be consistent. They failed to do a lot of things offensively that they needed to do. You can't have a defense that can't stop the run game and go up against a team that runs the football and is all about ground and pound and expect to win. You can't have a team that is inconsistent on offense and go up against a defense that's top 5, maybe even top 3 in the NFL. You can't go up against those type of teams, have a defense that sucks ass against the run game, and have an offense that's inconsistent against, well, every team, except for bad teams who don't have a fucking defense. But you can't do it. You can't go up against teams that are ground and pound and suck against the run game and expect to win. You can't go up against teams that have a good defense and you have an inconsistent offense and expect to win. You can't do it. It's physically, emotionally, and just everything impossible. You cannot do it. So until the Packers can figure out how to stop the run game and how to be consistent on offense and capitalize on turnovers, and they're probably never going to win a Super Bowl unless Tom Brady, eventually the ageless wonder, does retire. And, well, right now he's looking clear through 2022 and, well, possibly even 2023. So, yeah, the Packers will probably never win a Super Bowl. Tom Brady's the ageless wonder. Patrick Mahomes is, well, Patrick Mahomes. Josh Allen's an up-and-coming star. Andy Dalton is now a Bear, and, well, good luck in Chicago. Carson Wentz is now an Indianapolis Colt and looks a hell of a lot happier than he was in Philadelphia. Nick Foles is now healthy and ready to go for the 2021 NFL season. And that's it, folks. Wait, no, that's not it. The Packers are inconsistent on offense. The Packers can't stop the run game. The Seahawks, or Russell Wilson wants out of Seattle. Deshaun Watson wants the hell out of Houston. And also, the Dolphins are not committed to Tua. That's not my concern. Until next time, guys, if you like this video and want to see more videos like this video, make sure you leave a comment down in the description or down in the comments. If you like this video and want to see more videos like this video, hit that like button, and I'll see you in the next one.